David Coote, you are an absolute disgrace and you have made an enemy forever. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We're gonna get straight into it. I don't even want to do introductions. I don't even want to say anything because the absolute disgrace that I have seen with my eyes and listened to today with David Coote is absolutely disgraceful and pathetic, and it summarizes why English referees are not trusted across major European competitions, across major world competitions. There's a reason why in the last World Cup there were no English referees. There's a reason why all these things happen, you guys. Think. Imagine a Premier League referee. First of all, it seems like completely high on class A drugs, but I'm not going to make any allegations. Allegedly, he seems the way that he's speaking that he's on something, but I'm not even going to make that accusation. Allegedly on something, completely hating on a football club and on a manager. That same referee was the referee on VAR when Pickford ended Van Dijk's season. This is exactly why I'm not a clickbaiter. This is exactly why when I say these conspiracies, there's something behind it. I understand what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. And I'm sick and tired. And I'm sick and tired of these Premier League referees ruining the sport for us, ruining the game from us. VAR decisions, inconsistencies, BS, week in, week out. 1 week it's a red card. 1 week it's not a red card. 1 week it's an offside. 1 week it's not an offside for the same exact decision, but in different games. This is an absolute disgrace. A Premier League referee was caught insulting Jurgen Klopp and insulting Liverpool Football Club. And I'm supposed to think that it's okay. For all the people that say, Husam, don't make this a big deal. Stuff like this was probably said behind closed doors. You know why it's a big deal? Because that referee proceeded to referee games for us. That referee proceeded to be a VAR referee for us. Let me not take you back to all the robberies that Liverpool Football Club have had against them for the last 2-3 years. Let's not talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Let's not talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Well done, lads. Good process. Remember that? Well done, lads. Good process for a perfectly onside goal. And the referee, Simon Hooper, I still remember his name, still referees Premier League games to this day. The VAR officials are still officiating Premier League games to this day. The referees are the only people in the Premier League that face no consequences whatsoever. There is no consequences whatsoever for all their stupid decisions. Now, the consequence for David Coote should be never referee a game ever again. Be banned from refereeing for the rest of your life for what you did. You bastard. You fraud. You come out and you insult Jurgen Klopp and you call him those words, and then he proceeds to referee Liverpool Football Club games. This is not a conspiracy, you guys. When I say I hate Manchester City more than I hate Arsenal and all this stuff because Liverpool and Arsenal is not a rivalry, stuff like this is involved. Remember this? You know what City fans did? Instead of saying we got away with one, you know what they said? They called this the hand of fraud. They called this horrible decision the hand of Rod, instead of them actually saying they got away with one. Absolute pathetic, disgraceful refereeing in the English Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. You want me to remind you last season what happened? 1-1. Michael Oliver, chef's finest, Jamie Oliver from Wish. Michael Oliver. Think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the look. In the penalty box, right in front of his very own eye, and no penalty was given, and the VAR referee didn't even correct him. This is not a conspiracy anymore, you guys. This is not Husam clickbaiting for the weak-minded fans. This is reality. Premier League referees are corrupt, and they will forever be corrupting this game that we love called football until they face consequences to their actions, major consequences to their actions where they get fired for making a mistake that cost the team. Let's not forget, 3 years ago, a club was relegated because a watch didn't work. Let's not forget, Arsenal Football Club should feel very hard done by based off of what happened last season. You want to go there? Newcastle, Aston Villa. I'm not saying the referees are the major cause why Arsenal lost the league, but it definitely plays a role. I'm not saying the referees are the major cause why Liverpool lost the league, but it definitely plays a role. Michael Oliver and Manchester City games. Have you guys done your research? Fulham against Manchester City, even game. Forget the full time score. It was an even game at the time. I was watching the game. Manchester City player Akanji is jumping in front of the Fulham goalkeeper. No offside given because he didn't interfere with the play when he literally put his foot out trying to win the ball. Sweet chin music, nothing given. Odegaard, basketball in the penalty box at Anfield, nothing given. This is the reality. Premier League referees are corrupt. They're ruining our sport. They're ruining this league. And we have to keep speaking up against it. The inconsistencies, the bullshit that we see week in, week out from this incompetent frauds who never make correct decisions. And listen, clubs have decisions go against them. I agree with that. All clubs have decisions go against them, except Manchester City. No one, and I mean no one, can name me a major decision that affected Manchester City negatively ever. Affected their title race, affected any of that type of stuff. Someone will come tell me Jack Grealish was running through on goal against Tottenham Hotspur at home. Yeah, but he had two centre backs chasing him who are significantly quicker than him. The ref just didn't play advantage. I'm talking about major decisions. Penalty not given, red cards, offsides, week in, week out. This won't ever change. This won't ever change until the Premier League referees are held accountable for their consistent mistakes, for their consistent mess ups. And all of us now, as football fans in general, except Man City, because you always get favorable decisions anyway, all of us as fans of the sport, any Premier League club you support, whether it's the 20th team or the team in second or wherever you are. Actually, the team in second is Man City, so you're either first or third to 20th. We must call for action because this is pathetic. How do we know that Michael Oliver didn't say behind closed doors the same thing about Arsenal? How do we know that Simon Hooper didn't say the same thing about Chelsea? How do we know all this? These referees are incompetent and they're useless and they're a bunch of losers who failed at the sport and are now refereeing and they have never ever faced consequences of their decisions. I could go back. I could go back 10 years to the days of Howard Webb, where Ryan Babel tweeted a picture of Howard Webb in a Man United shirt. I'm an old school Premier League fan. I didn't start watching the sport yesterday. Disgrace. David Coote, you're a disgrace. I hope you get fired and never see a pitch ever again. And if you do see a pitch ever again, you'll see my reaction then. Like and subscribe, you guys.